Okay, what's up, everybody? Today is Thursday, as promised, Thursday, April 11th, and we're going to talk about the invitation. How's everybody doing?
Great, Cowlazars, great.
All right, so we got a couple updates to give here. No, it has not been found. That's the first update. It has not been found. Yeah, we're gonna. So I sent out an email today with the errors. Some of the errors and mistakes have been identified, and well, the ones that have been pointed out thus far. And I gotta say, there's nobody more discouraged by the numbers of errors and mistakes than me and K-Pro. So yeah,
I'm mad at myself.
It's our first book, but there is too many. Yeah, there's definitely way too many. So it's just crazy when you go over this thing over and over and over again. I guess your brain just skips it. I'm not sure. So anyway, something to learn for the next one, for sure. So everybody who bought in, you should have got an email from me earlier this afternoon, and then I will send an email out again after this video with a link because not everybody can watch it live or whatever. So I'll send them the link with the new list. Hey, Greg, how's it going? Kiwi, what's going on? So what are we going to talk about? Okay, bro, what do we want to tell them?
We have lots to talk about because I am in an undisclosed location, maybe looking at the proxy. You don't know. Yeah. No, I am at a Panera and kid situations and logistics. So I thought I'd just land here to be able to do the show. So I'm going to talk a little, no red buttons today. I have to talk a little low. So we have a host of questions, and I'm not saying that we're going to answer all of them, but I will actually ask all of them. And it's interesting because some people I think are struggling people are solving things in ways I didn't think were possible. People are not solving things that I thought were so obvious. And some people have figured out some things that are wrong, but technically correct on the way that they solve things. And we're going to go over one of those because we don't think it's fair because it would be like a red herring. And I'll give you the example. Can I give the example from Xavier?
Yeah.
Okay, so in Xavier, if you guys have worked on that, there is a anagram that perfectly anagrams to both historic first and
chaotic
shift.
Yeah.
So
acrostic shift. I'm sorry,
acrostic shift. Yeah. And those perfectly anagram both ways, which we don't think it's a double entendre. So one is right and one is wrong. Some people have perfectly anagrammed something that we didn't even realize could be perfectly anagrammed that way. And it kind of has a meaning that we know is a red herring. So we're going to actually clarify that to discuss, to make sure that you aren't led astray. Yeah, you guys some brains are incredible. And so we're going to all of that. No, we are, someone saying, are we talking Forrest Fenn? No, we're talking the invitation, which is kind of Forrest Fenn, I guess. So I went through all of our invitation, all of our videos, and all the Discord questions, and I put them into one group. I will ask the question, Mike can answer, and then we will also, historic facts and acrostic shift. Well, which one is it? And so we have something similar that we didn't even realize until, and this is why it's so important you guys let us know kind of how you're doing, because if we see something that's an error, or that's a purposeful red herring, it wasn't on purpose. We think it's a red herring, but it wasn't on purpose. So we're going to clarify that today. Okay.
You want to just do that one now? Everyone's favorite puzzle in the world, the report card.
Yeah, the report card is going to be like the Roman numerals in Xavier.
Yeah. So let me just say this to show you guys. So on the report card, there is a student name, and that name is Katie U. Woodtoe, or White Toe, however you want to say it. That is, in fact, an anagram. And we're going to give you the correct anagram because some of you out there have come up with a different anagram, which we did not realize. So, which is too funny. So the correct anagram is, wait for it, take with you. That's the anagram that we had intended. Take with you. Katie U. Woodtoe anagrams to take with you. Other people had anagrammed it to with auto key or without a key, which is not what we had intended. So we wanted to clarify that name is an anagram, and the intention, the correct anagram when we created it was take with you. All right, so that's the first thing. Okay. So, and I will just point out, a lot of people are saying, what do I do with the report card? How do I solve this? So you have an anagram that says take with you. And then on the bottom part, it says Katie had a great year, didn't use the book on any of her assignments. So there you go. That should tell you something. There. Yeah.
No more. Okay.
Well, the other thing is, can we talk about the
Sorry,
English
Buck.
part?
Yeah, sorry if there's music in my background. I can't do anything about it. They're saying they can hear music in the background.
You can hear,
sorry.
yeah, I can hear a little bit. Well, the other thing is some people have solved the English in a way that we did not intend. So that's another thing that's interesting. So, but okay, I think that's good. Hopefully it'll help you along on the old report card. And some people have asked about spaces on the report card. Are those intentional or some missing commas, etc.? The report card is correct in the book as presented. That is correct.
Well, and somebody else said, oh, you had a bunch of, or there was a comment made, you have a bunch of leftover Chaseopoly stuff and you just stuck it in my invitation. It probably doesn't mean anything. And I hope you were kidding. Everything that you are provided, I think everything has a meaning. When you have a treasure hunt originator that says, we have no red herrings, silly gooses if you're ignoring the obvious.
There's a purpose. Everything you received, there's a purpose for it. So don't think you just discount it. So I guess that brings us to the cards, the hint and clue cards. You wanted to say something about that, which is somebody said, oh, I thought you did.
Wait, you're not even supposed to say that. What's wrong with you?
Well, no, we talked about it. And I thought you were going to say it, but okay.
No, that we don't even, I don't know what you're talking about. What, that didn't come in my envelope.
We'll talk about it. The other thing is the Rebus. Another thing that we thought was going to be fairly simple, but there's a lot of people that have not solved the Rebus, or they came up with a solution that is not what we intended. So we're going to go through the Rebus because the Rebus is really just a hint to something, right? That's all it is. So this is the Rebus for those of you. Now, the other thing is people are still ordering the book. All books have been mailed as of this morning. There were 4 people that just ordered in the last couple of days. So if you ordered, it's in the mail. If you don't have your book, feel free to email me and I will give you the tracking number. But everybody should have them except for these 4 people that just recently ordered. But here's the Rebus right there. Go ahead and walk them through it, K-Pro, while as I hold it.
Mine is really little. So there's a hive. Right. So minus H is Ive.
Right.
The second one is a sun ray. Minus R. Ive A. I can't see the third one.
Picture of a ring. So
okay.
A ring. Right.
I have a ring, and then it's pointing to a baby's butt.
Butt.
So butt, and then
snow minus
snowman. Yeah, I can't see it, so you just do it, please.
So it's hive minus the H is Ive. A ray minus the R is a ring. I have a ring, but snow minus the S is no, but no finger. So I've a ring, but no finger. That's the correct solution to the Rebus. I've a ring, but no finger. So you guys can decide what you think that means, or what that's a hint to what you need to do. Okay.
And I understand some people are lost. I prefer not to, like, if you're not getting that, then you're probably not going to get, I don't know. I feel weird about where we're at right now of giving away. I mean, yes, they're simple things and they don't count, but anyway. Okay, so let's get to some questions.
Yeah, that's true. Covert One says maybe we shouldn't use snowman. We should have just used snow. Because a lot of people thought it was snowman and not just snow. And that's one of the reasons why we wanted to clarify. That one I kind of can understand.
Whatever. Okay.
Well, it makes sense to us. We created it, but when somebody independently looks at it, sometimes they go, "Well, wait a minute. The anagram's crazy. We never figured out without a key or with auto key. We never realized that was also an anagram." So, okay, what other questions, Kate?
Okay. So some people are asking, why do you need an email? Exactly for this reason. There's emails that go out from Mike that are just clarifying. You can make up a free and not needed email. It doesn't have to be your personal email, because that is where we actually go back and forth with communicating to you all. Someone asked, do you need to be fit to get to the proxy in the final location?
Fit?
Fit.
I don't think you need to be fit. I mean, you need to be mobile. You need to be able to walk. I don't think fit is I don't think you need to be fit, though.
Yeah, don't go where an 80-year-old man wouldn't go. It's, I think, relatively short and easy to get there. And no, you do not. You're not hiking 5 miles. You're not doing anything big like that. Is it under a bench? I don't think that was an honest and legitimate question, so I'm taking that off the list. Is it near your home or your P.O. box?
Well,
no.
Near is a subjective term. Like, how near?
Well,
10 miles?
like associated with it.
Within
associated with
it. Yeah.
Well, no, but like it's not associated. You don't need to know where we live. In no way will it help you to know where we live or any of that sort of thing.
Do you expect this to be solved by April 26th? Oh, there's a good question. The only way we know that is if people communicate what they've figured out. So what we would like everybody to do is, if you have found a location in the book, a specific location, email us and let us know. Email me. And
we won't say anything to anybody about it.
Yeah, of course, we're not going to respond. But if you have figured out a location, let us know. So we don't know, Samantha. We can't really answer that yet.
Yeah, and I will just say there's a lot of people working on this a lot. I will say I did not realize how hardcore some people are. And so I think, yeah. So there you go.
Okay, good. The photos that are AI generated, do they have clues? Well, we've said that everything could have a hidden clue. So
yeah. Everything's on the table possible.
Right.
Is the proxy in a chest or container? You will figure that out if you figure out the clues in the invitation.
Right.
Are you going to increase the payout since there is new items in the treasure chest? Like if you take the cash option. No, we didn't anticipate that, so it entices the other side a little bit, but no. What is the proxy? That's what you're needing to figure out.
Right.
You have said it's in Clark County, Nevada. That is a huge area. Well, no, the United States, and they're asking if we could narrow it down more. The United States is a huge area. In comparison, Clark County is a very small area. But yes, it is. That's why we wanted to get it out so soon, is because I think it helps you know the general vicinity, but it doesn't help you with anything more significant than that.
But the book will give you a more narrow location when you figure it out. So solve what's in the book. And that's what we're wondering is, has anybody figured out a location from the book? Shoot me an email if you have. Okay.
Okay, if you're bringing up anything, mine is so... Ooh, did you hear that?
No. What'd you hear?
Okay. Nothing? Okay. So yes, all of Clark County. Are snakes and scorpions a concern?
Well, when you live in the desert, which Las Vegas is, snakes and scorpions are always a concern. I mean, it could be a concern.
Inside, outside. Yeah. Right. We did a video probably, I don't know if I published it or not. We found a scorpion in our house when we moved into our last house. That was like 2 years ago. And we had to like ramp the couch up to try to get to it. We didn't want it to take off. Our house, it looked like a tornado hit it because it kept running and taking off. So inside, outside, anywhere in the desert, absolutely. So there you go. You have now clarified, and somebody wanted this terminology to be used, and I think it's an interesting one. There's a difference between a simple cipher and advanced cipher. That if you see what like A1 through Z26 is a simple cipher versus an advanced cipher, I like that. So there are ciphers in the book, but they're simple ciphers, not advanced ciphers. Okay, some people have received a yellow envelope with an uncirculated set of coins on it. On the envelope of it, it says the year of the mint set. So I think the ones I used for 3 or 4 or 5 of the 1 out of every 10 got something extra was 1957 mint set. So it says on the front 1957, and that's in my mom's writing. And some people have, this was from my mom's collection. So some people said, is that a hint that they got? Well, no, because it wouldn't be fair if one person got a hint and they didn't randomly. And no, so I will state, no, that isn't a hint at all. That is just, it's just signifying what year that is, because those were sealed. So anyway.
When we said everything's a hint or clue, the additional coins or coin set that we put in Those are not a Hint or Clue. We did those after the fact, just as a thank you for the people that pre-ordered. So because only 1 out of 10 got one of those, so those are not a hint.
Yeah. Is there going to be a meetup? I don't think we can do a meetup before the 26th. I think the meetup's going to be WSOF.
Yeah, the World Series of Fenn is the meetup, I think. If anybody in Vegas wants the book, I'm happy to meet them if they want to pick it up in person. But to do an actual meetup, I think the 26th will be the meetup. 5 p.m. at the Cabinet of Curiosities at the Horseshoe will be the meetup, actually, for the invitation and for the World Series of Fenn. So,
yes,
right?
And Monday we're going to go over World Series of Fenn, all of the agenda, all the itinerary, kind of some tips and tricks and things like that. Can I get the book of the AI videos in hard copy format? No. Not at this time. What we presented it the way we presented it, we've learned a lot. This is how we presented our first book and accompanied videos. We are working on the second book, and we'll take that feedback, but we're not going to change any more than we've already done.
So Samantha asked, will Google Earth help if we have a location and want to confirm? Will Google Earth help if we have a location and want to confirm? I don't know what you mean by confirm. Confirm what? But I guess my answer would be possibly. I'm not sure what you mean by confirm.
Like, do you have to be physically boots on the ground to work through where to go? I think Google Earth could help, but I don't think it'll get you to the exact spot.
Right.
Is that a fair way to say it?
Yeah. If you mean the proxy, you probably have to be boots on the ground. You have to be boots on the ground to find the proxy. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Forrest said.
I don't know if that helped. Yeah.
All right.
So maybe, Samantha, word it different if we didn't answer that correctly, because hopefully we did, but if we didn't, let us know. Okay. Do you...
There's 2 things I want to talk about. I'm not sure if me too, but I'm going to anyway. All right.
I was getting to one of them, and I didn't know what you decided. So why don't you say it?
Well, because somebody asked a question, which is a valid question, and the only fair way to do it is to answer it for everybody. I can't just respond to them. So the problem is somebody may not be at that point in the puzzle, but you can't just respond to certain people. So I will just go ahead and say this. There is a website that you're supposed to find, everybody. Remember, we said that's why I like to call our treasure hunt a game, a little bit different than a treasure hunt. It's an interactive game. When you see things that are in our book and the alternate reality that we created, you're supposed to kind of do those things in real life. So there is a website you're supposed to find. On that website, there is something you can click, and it would download a set of rules for the treasure hunt. But for some people, they're not able to click that. I think their browser has a security setting. You don't have to click that. You don't have to download anything off the website. Somebody else was like, well, there's a home button, and there's a button that says start here with a start button. There's no buttons. All you have to do is get to the website and read it. There's nothing to click on. You can, but it doesn't matter to the puzzle. You don't have to click on anything. You don't have to download anything. All you have to do is find the website. Okay? I hope that's clear for everybody. Debbie's like, please stop telling people answers. That's it. We're not really
No, I have more questions, and you decide whether you want to answer. The clocks were separate from the book, and Greg just asked here again, but I also had it. The clocks were separate. Is there a reason for it? Yes. That's a part of the puzzle. It was intentional. It's not like we just thought about clocks after the fact. There's an intentional reason for that. And when you solve that portion, you'll understand why.
Right. Denise says, boots on the ground to confirm enough to go get it. Or do you know 100% from home? You will know where to go from home. If you solve what's in the book, you will know where to go. At least a location to go to.
I agree.
Okay.
Mike, what do you think the best part of the invitation for you has been in your experience?
The best part? Working on it with my wife, of course. we both helped with the story and with the puzzles. We kind of thought K-Pro would do the story and I would do the puzzles, but I was surprised how much K-Pro helped with the puzzles, to be honest with you. He had some really good ideas for some of the puzzles. Nick Sparrow says Randy Fishel got tomatoes thrown at him for giving stuff away. Yeah, that's true. I don't think
tomatoes thrown.
Major. I think this is minor stuff, more like hint. I could be wrong. You guys may look at it differently, but
I don't think anything we said is going to break anything loose.
Right.
for anyone. I think it's just helping.
Right.
I have been surprised about the amount of feedback of, I thought it was just going to be like David Pisano asked somebody, hey, post a poem so I can try to solve it too. And it's like, what poem? This is an interactive game. And I think some people have got stumbled up with that whole concept. So now they know what it means. And we gave away a little something here, but the ones that are errors, that's my most disappointing part. There are errors that would actually alter the puzzle or be a red herring, which was disappointing to me. More than one. I mean, I could expect one, but more than one. We need to figure out, should we have an independent editor? But if we do have an independent editor, they can't be a part of it, and then somebody else would know the. I don't know. We've got to work through that.
A proofreader. We're just gonna have to hire somebody to proofread it next time, I think, or something. Yeah. Okay. So I also have one other thing, and this one's another one that I don't know if it gives something. Maybe it gives something away, but actually, no, it doesn't. Okay. It's because we gave out the email last show. We gave out John's email, and everybody emailed it, right? So I will say this for everybody: if you send an email to an email address, you get one reply, and that's it. Because a lot of people are then asking questions in other emails. The one response you get is all you're ever going to get. So there's no need to email anybody anything. You're not going to get questions answered, etc. So when you find an email and you email it, you get one response, and that's all you're going to get. And I know at the bottom of the report card it says email me, which may be a little bit confusing. We didn't mean specifically email that teacher. We just kind of meant, hey, there's emails in the game, more in a general sense. So when you send an email, you get one response, and that's it. You don't have to keep asking questions. You can do it all you want, but I'm just letting you know. It's not like there's a certain phrase that will get you a response. That's not how it works. Okay. I hope that's clear for everybody.
Amanda's saying there are two websites that don't work. Are they both errors? Maybe she should email you.
Yeah, email me, and then I can clarify it. There's one website, and you don't need to click anything. You don't need to click a button. You don't need to. All you need to do is find the website and read it, basically. Here's a good one from Denise. Is John a real person, and who we get the proxy from? That's actually a pretty cool idea, Denise. But no, John is not a real person. John's stuff is somebody we made up for the story. It's based on
Jack Stew.
Yeah, it's based on a real person, but for our hunt, no, it's not. It's not. You don't have to find John somewhere in the real Earth, in Vegas or whatever.
Stop answering, Mike. Well, I think it'd be cool if Denise was walking up to people in Vegas going, "Are you John? Do you have a proxy for me?" Like, let that work its way out.
That would be kind of cool, but yeah. Yeah,
if we email you privately, will you publicly respond to all players? Yes, that's what we're trying to do for all of them. And not so the hard part is the website. Mike and I debated a lot. Some people don't even realize there is a website, but for us to answer it, because people are, depending on devices, getting a different clickable area. So, but by answering it, we're giving away a little bit by answering it to everyone. But we decided we needed to answer it to everybody. Okay.
I messaged you on Facebook. I don't see it. Here, message me again. Yeah, if we answer anybody, it will be in an email to everybody. In other words, send all the questions you want, and what we answer will either be in a video like this, which I will going to email this link out to everybody who can watch it live, or we will put in an email. All right.
Yeah, so no more questions. If you have questions, you can put them in the chat. I'll go back through them. I'll do the same thing maybe a week from now. We'll see, but I think you gave away too much today. It's not a foot race, but I think we gave some stuff away. We weren't going to do this until month 2, honey. But we did need to clarify.
Monday is what? Monday is 2 weeks. Actually, yeah, Monday is 2 weeks since this thing launched. You guys are just too smart. That's all. You're too good. But I hope you guys are all having fun. We hope you like the interactive aspect of the treasure hunt. I think maybe it's a little bit different. Some people didn't get it at first. Like, what do you mean you have to do what? What do I have to do? Yeah, you have to do certain things. So that's the kind of treasure hunt I'd like, almost like an ARG, if you guys know what that is. Yeah, Debbie says we are having fun.
There you go.
So, yeah, and if you have a location more specific than Clark County, email it to me because I'd like to know where everybody is in the.
And at the end of this, because we are starting the story for the second one, if there's something you particularly did like or didn't like, once we get to the end and you see the solution, because we are putting out a solution, once you see all of that, then you can say which part you either liked or didn't like or whatever. Yeah, it's unique. We're eccentric, honey. We're unique. So.
And again, when the thing is solved and it's over, we will put out a full solution for everything, guys. All the hints, all the clues, everything. There'll be a full solution put out. Was everyone told to start where warm waters halt? I think you're thinking of the wrong treasure, or the wrong hunt. The wrong hunt. Yeah, some people are taking things in the book a different way, which is interesting. Everybody has different thoughts, for sure.
And some of you guys use those solver things, and I think we should put everybody in a room with no electronic devices and see who could solve something first.
Yeah.
So anyway, no, yeah, it is interesting. But I do have to say it's fun when Mike, even if it's just a short, like, oh, we cracked this today, or I cracked that today.
Yeah. Some of you sent your progress like a while ago, maybe 4 or 5 days ago. So yeah, just send another update. Let us know where you're at. That gives us an idea of where the puzzle's too easy, were they too hard, and that kind of thing. Yeah, we'll see. The full solution is peroxide. Nice.
So what does 3D Bronze say in there?
Working on a chest for the hunt, not done yet. Hopefully done before it's solved. He's working on a chest that we can put the stuff in. Remember what he did for Copper Dan with the troll?
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, 3D Bronze. Thank you very much. That's cool.
And you know what? If it's solved by then, we could do the second one, because you guys are working. Wow. Sometimes we get messages at 2, 3, 4 a.m.
Wow,
noon.
That's great. So should I show him the picture, 3D Bronze? He sent the rendering of what he's going to make, of what it's going to look like.
Oh, I don't know.
That's cool. Now, here's the question, K-Pro. If it is found and over before he finishes this chest, do we give the chest to the winner once it's done?
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was distracted by Amanda.
If this thing is solved before 3D Bronze is done with his treasure chest, do we then give it to the person who found it, or do we just keep it for the next one? That's a good question.
The next one I think will be pretty quick. So I would say the next one, but I don't know. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what it's made of. I don't know. So
let me show you a picture. Hey, everybody, check it out. Since 3D Bronze didn't
And then Amanda, I want to answer your question.
Hang on. Okay. Check that out, K-Pro. Can you see that?
It's on a tiny little thing, so I'll need to see it later.
It says Cowlazars and K-Pro 2024. The invitation. It's got a UFO on it. That's pretty awesome. Thanks, 3D Bronze. We appreciate it.
Nice. That's awesome. Okay.
Still designing it. He can give it to the winner. Yeah, that's
fine. He says you can share it. Okay, very cool. So Amanda.
Hang on. 3D Bronze, will it be available by World Series of Fenn? Can you bring it at the end of the month, or it won't be available by then? If you could bring it, that would be awesome. Just let us know.
Cool.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So Amanda was talking about on the thank you page. I did forget this one. It says hearth breathings rather than heart breathings. I will tell you that page has no hints whatsoever. That is truly just a thank you to each person. And yes, of all people that helped me understand the publishing process, and there's a typo on it. So the typos are, they're killing me.
Yeah. There it is. 3D Bronze is bringing that treasure chest with him to the World Series of Fenn. So if there is a winner, maybe they'll be at World Series of Fenn. Maybe they won't. We'll see if it's solved by then. Again, if you guys tell us where you're at, we can kind of gauge that. It's pretty awesome. Thanks, 3D. We really appreciate it. Dan says, did I hear correctly earlier? None of the report card is solved by using the book. Well, we gave you what the solution was to the anagram, and we reminded you what it says at the bottom. That's all we can say. All right.
And Quest Mysteries, that we actually, so when we initially were going to be putting out the invitation, we were launching it on April 26th. And that website, independent to us, is going to be live by April 26th. Well, we launched early, and it was like, oopsie, because we'd already given him the thank you. And he's going to have a section on the invitation in his website. And so his website should be up in the next 2 weeks. But so not really an error, but a timing situation. So it will be, but it won't have any hints or anything again.
Quest Mystery says coming soon. So I understand they may have thought, hey, maybe that's part of the puzzle, and they're supposed to figure out. No, that is Stephen Grogan's website. That dedication page, the thank yous at the very end, there's no hints in that page. You can disregard that.
3D Bronze.
Yeah.
Unless I solve it, then I'll just send it to myself an extra prize when I open it.
Well, the problem is if a group solves this thing, who gets the chest? You guys are going to figure that out. Because if they take the cash
who
value,
gets the gold coin?
I just want you guys. Well, if they take the cash value, we're keeping the chest for the next one.
Yeah.
Thanks, Speedy Bro. That's a good problem to have. Yeah, Denise is ready to share. He's like, maybe we share, we collaborate. Somebody else solve it. Now that's up to you guys. Denise says, so we aren't supposed to show our cards from the. Yeah, that's up to you, Denise. What you do is up to you. We were just pointing out that everything you get, there was a reason. That's all.
Yeah, but there are things that you may have gotten that. I know someone asked someone else. I didn't get that in my invitation. It's
That's what I was trying. That's what I thought we were going to talk about. Yeah.
No, I don't want to talk about. I mean, yeah, most people have figured that out, but if they haven't, do you just want to hand like the whole answer to?
You're not handing it. I don't believe that's going to help anybody. But anyway, you guys will all understand at the end. We go over the solution. It'll be fun.
Well, let me ask you guys in the chat. Does anybody think they're close? Does anybody think I'm going to solve it in the next week or two? Does anyone have a boots on the ground location? You can just put yes or no. But does anyone think that they're all, it's all but over? Yeah.
So yeah, if you have a location, a specific location, say yes or no in the chat. That'll be interesting. Of course, then you'll have everybody reaching out to you. So email, if you don't want to do that, email me and let me know. I'll talk to K-Pro about it and let her know. So yeah, I think that's it. Anything else, K-Pro? So as far as I understood the website question now.
Ooh, Connie says I'm pretty darn close. Oh,
nice. All right.
Oh, Amanda says yes.
Amanda says, oh yes.
Do you think it'll be a foot race?
Wouldn't that be fun?
Well, you know what's interesting is we have so many people coming out. In my opinion, we have so many new people that are not Forrest Fenners that are working on the invitation that Kawinky Dinkley are coming out for WSOF. Do you think people are going to go boots on the ground, or are they going to get here a day early so then they get it a day before someone else to be able to go boots on the ground? Ooh.
It'll be a race. It'll be like a mad world. Remember that movie where they're all racing to find this thing? That would be pretty cool. World Series of Fun weekend if people are going boots on the ground where they think it is. That would be fun. Video it. All I can say is if you do a boots on the ground, video it and send it to us. We'll be happy to put it in a video at the end when the solution comes up. Whether you're in the right place or the wrong place, it will still be fun.
Did you see what Amanda said?
It's already a foot race. Well, 3D bronze, I wonder if it's going to be solved before the end of the month. We'll see.
We will see. And we said it wasn't going to be that hard. So, I mean, there's not any advanced ciphers and things. So I think it could be. I think it's realistic to be solved before WSOF. I mean, I'm hoping it goes a little bit longer than that, but I mean, WSOF is what, 2.5 weeks away?
Yeah, it's coming up quick. And I got an update for the escape room, which we'll do on Monday. So yeah, it is 2.5 weeks away. Wow. It's 2 weeks from tomorrow. The World Series of Fun is from tomorrow, everybody.
Stop it.
Good times.
Stop it.
So we have a couple things we need to get done before then, don't we? Yeah, and the book is still available. There are some people that haven't got it in the mail yet because I just sent it out today. There are people that just ordered, literally in the last couple of days. So get your book, and some things you've already been given before you even get your book. So maybe that'll put you on an even playing field with everybody else. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I think on the difficulty level, we said we think this book is about a 5. Remember, 5 or 6.
5 or 6. Yep.
I think the next one we're gonna have to ratchet it up to an 8 or 9. I think we need to make it difficult. Would you rather have it's over like in a month or one that goes 2 years like Xavier Marks? I mean, which way do you want to go? So,
well, here's the big thing for me. I really think it's important that JCV was interrupted and Sylvia never put out what her and Brio heard in the back room. That's the more important part than this silly. And then we need to get a treasure booty together. That's another thing.
For the sequel.
Yeah. What's going to be there needs to be kind of a main piece. What could that be for the next one? I don't know.
If whoever does find this thing wants to take the $2,000 cash instead, well, then we have all that treasure hunt, including 3D Bronze's box, but they probably won't, would be my guess.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, if they want the money instead. It is Vegas. They could just blow it in one night, We'll see. We shall see how it plays out, everybody. But again, email me and let me know where you're at, if you would, please. So I think we gave out a couple things. I know some people may not be happy that we gave out some things that they already knew, but the anagram thing, we just didn't realize there was a different solution that makes sense.
That one I agree with. I agree with that one.
The Rebus, we're not exactly sure why some people weren't getting it, but that's okay. Everybody's, some people are used to Rebuses. Like K-Pro's a master at Rebuses.
I love them. Those are my favorite things. Word plays and things like that. I love those. When AJ Rainville used to do like trivia and solving puzzles, he did a show each week. There's only like 10 of us in there. And damn sassy, she would get everything within like 2 seconds, except for Rebuses. Rebuses and the wordplay where it's like secret and there's something on top of it, so it's top secret and those kind of word plays. And every once in a while I'd be able to beat her by this much, but she's a beast. She was just her brain. So yeah, I miss AJ too. So
what else? So there'll be an email that goes out with a link to this video. Instead of trying to list it all, people can just watch the video. This only could be about 30 minutes long. Oh, there's a question, K-Pro. What do you think? You want to answer that or not?
I don't know.
Are passwords case sensitive? I will say this in general. I'll just say a generality. In general, I think if you were to have a password, it's not fair if it's case sensitive because you wouldn't know that. There's no way for you to know that. So I don't think if you have a puzzle that has a password, it should be case sensitive. So.
That would be like a red herring. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, it's just like you don't know. So now you have to put in everything multiple times because you don't know what's capitalized. Is it the first letter? It's capitalized. Is the whole thing capitalized? So I wouldn't do that. If I was doing a puzzle, I wouldn't use uppercase at all.
Whose baby's butt is that?
What's that?
Whose baby's butt is that in the Rebus?
Those are AI pictures, guys. Come on. It's the 21st century. Is it 21st, 22? Somewhere around there. I heard he and the wife were boots on the ground recently. Who's that? Who's he? I don't know who she's talking about. Whose baby?
Oh, AJ Rainville. Probably not for ours. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, but maybe not for ours. Yeah. Regarding passwords, would spaces matter? Again, I don't think that's fair because that would have to be communicated if there were spaces or case.
Yeah, Randy did a video maybe a month ago, and he was talking about building puzzles. And he's like, the hard part is you don't want someone to guess, and that guess is what takes them down to solving. You would need to point them. You can point them subtly or even in a very hard way, but whatever it does points them to the next. Spaces and I would say spaces and capitalization and punctuation and those sorts of things would need to be communicated and clear if they would be utilized.
Right. So you guys are don't overcomplicate it. All right. Yeah, Denise, I got to figure out what you're talking about on Facebook. I don't see that you tried to post, but I'll look. Denise is trying to put up a cool video, but I don't see it. So I'll take a look when we're done here.
Oh, it's the one she was in Santa Fe? I saw that one.
There's another one, though. She's saying she has another one. And I'm like, that one, I don't. You can try and repost it if you want, Denise, but I don't see where there's an issue. Yeah, anyway. So
the question is like the punctuation and the curse words. If the punctuation and the curse words were important, you will find a hint or clue somewhere in the book that tells you that. There are some things that are important throughout the book that seem like it's just a part of the story, but once you crack that hint, you will figure out that makes that a clue then. So it would be found in the book.
And Denise, I just posted it. Now I found out what you were talking about. It's in the Grand Adventure. Denise has posted something not related to this puzzle. She just posted something fun. So there you go. I just released it. Denise, you got to go down a little bit. I think it shows. Well, I said post it. Now I don't see it. But anyway. Okay. What else, K-Pro? Anything? We hope you guys have fun. Photos of Forrest Fenn following my car. Oh, it's a joke, I think. Yeah. Okay. If you guys want to do a Discord, jump in there. I'll listen in. I'm not going to participate. But if you want to listen in. In the description of the video is a link to our Discord. You just go to the channel that says, let's talk about it. And we'll see if anybody wants to share anything like we just did.
Yeah, I think we shared a lot. But We shared a lot of things that I don't think matter. I mean, in the scheme of all the things that you have to solve, but I can just even tell by your guys' questions that you guys are doing some good work.
There's one more. So regarding the clocks that Greg already put in the chat, somebody said on their clocks there's like some lines they see like drawn in between or something. No, all you'd have to focus on is the clocks themselves. If there's any lines or anything, don't worry about that. I don't know why those would have been there other than maybe to cut it out or something. So yeah, there's no lines and it's just the clock. Focus on the clock. So,
yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure what lines they were referring to, but unless there was some.
There was one page in the printer that had some streaks, but I thought I threw that page out. So maybe one snuck in there. So
large puzzles need to be solved in order. I don't know if we're going to answer that.
Large puzzles. What does that mean? What does large puzzles mean?
There
are some things that need to be solved in a certain order. There are some things that don't be, and that or don't need to be. That's the interesting part. Is I'm trying to put the solution together right now, and it's not just. Well, now you guys know it's not just one thing and that's it. There's several steps, and here's what I'll say. We think there should be an order to them, but you guys have already shown us there doesn't have to be an order. You guys are solving stuff in a different way than we intended. So kind of like Jack, he found the subtle slip up and then found the location and then backed in the poem.
Well, we did set it up where I look at it as a logic tree. There's different logic trees you can go down. So you don't have to solve things in a specific order. There's different paths you can take to get to the same place. Yeah, we put Bobby D in there at the end. I've heard a thank you from a couple people. So him and Tony Hinman, and we even put, everybody else that we didn't know as much, for sure.
Well, and I do have to say, this is where I feel really stupid. One of our key main people, Mike said his biggest worry is forgetting someone. We didn't have 3D bronze in it. He should have been one of the main characters. I think you were out of sight and out of mind for a little bit.
He disappeared for a while, 3D bronze.
Yeah, wait for book 2, my friend. It hopefully makes you laugh.
Candy says we didn't answer the Discord questions. What questions were in Discord?
I
can bring it up.
I was going to say, I thought I captured all of them.
Or do we don't want to answer the questions in Discord, maybe? Let's see.
I don't know what that means. Did K-Pro draw the arrowhead? Oh, no. No, those are that's standard from Chase Office.
Has anybody phoned a random woman because they thought the book told them to? Ah, that's funny. Can the proxy be picked up with a metal detector, K-Pro?
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know all the technology of metal detecting, but I would say yes.
You don't need to. The book will tell you where it is if you can solve everything, but I think you probably could.
And we've already said don't dig. So, if you want.
Yeah. Is there any advice you can give on how to start the report card? I think we already did give some hints to the report card. Do we need to solve the puzzles in order? Also, is there we're on a separate page. Yeah, we talked about that.
What would you say the hardest part of the book is, in your opinion? This didn't come from anybody. I'm just thinking it.
For them to solve?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the report card, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, there is one other. To me, it's the report card. I mean, there is one other puzzle that might be kind of hard to. So those
right.
Two.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think to get to the final location, that's the hardest puzzle.
Right.
But no, it should be. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, the report card, because you look at it. Once you start making headway on it, I think it becomes much easier. But it's really hard, I think, to figure out how to do it. So.
Amanda says, "Why wasn't I in it? Because you moved to Florida. You took off. That's why." Can't put everybody in it. That's the problem. But for the sequel,
but the next one, yes,
because you might end up in it.
And you might get knocked out first and be mad about it.
Right. So we may have to film and take a lot of pictures at this year's World Series of Fenn, and then think about a sequel to the book. You know what I mean? So we'll see how that plays out. No problem.
The sequel is already in writing right now, and because I think we deserve epic answers, and I think some epic answers in an alternate universe can be presented.
Does everybody realize in the story who the last person is that comes out with the X? Does everybody understand who that's supposed to be? I was just wondering.
Of course they do.
I would hope so.
Wait, what's wrong with Florida, Mike? What's wrong
real
with
treasure
you?
hunting down there on the beach. Yeah, Laurel's.
I know it. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. I think we can wrap it up. Hopefully that helps some of you that maybe didn't know where to start or a little bit confused, and hopefully maybe that helps some of you that have been solved some things. We'll see. But the important part is to email me and let me know if you found a location or not. We'll see. I don't know if it'll be solved by the World Series of Fenn or not. We shall see. That all depends on you. So.
Yeah, I think there's definitely some things that have not been solved, or I don't think they have, but we don't know as well. So yeah, I would love to hear, especially if you no, Amanda. No, that's Brashy.
Yeah, Brashy is Shiloh. Boot Barn Boy is Shiloh. Yeah, Hooley's got it. That's JCB, guys. And if you don't know who JCB is, well, then you haven't been watching our shows. Anyway, that's the story, though, not part of the puzzle. That's just part of the story.
Wouldn't that be interesting, though, is if we lined up all 46 people or 50 people that we named and then asked each person here, like, who is this? I wonder who could come up with the most accurate answers of all 46.
We could do a mini puzzle. It's just a mini puzzle for free, obviously. That is just an extra fun thing. I could email that out to everybody. I already have it set up.
Oh, we are writing a book right now, my darling.
Oh, we're busy with that. Okay.
Yes, we are.
And here's the other thing, because some of you may have read this, is that we did talk about doing some mini puzzles, some virtual puzzles, but then we scrapped that idea because some of those puzzles we end up putting in the book. So if you read in somewhere that there were going to be mini puzzles, virtual puzzles, we decided to scrap that idea. We may do that for the next one. So.
Well, and we took all the stuff we were thinking of giving away and just gave it away free to you guys randomly.
Somebody email Amanda and fill her in on who JCB is. She might be interested in who that is. Maybe.
Well, Amanda, were you a Forrest Fenn treasure hunter?
Millions upon millions, Amanda. Millions upon millions.
Yeah, okay. October. Oh, we're going to be talking about that each Monday. That and the other one, the Forrest Fenn one. Those are going to be Monday's talk. We're going to do this while the invitation's going, then we'll go away from it once the invitation goes away. So, yeah.
Okay, I think we've given enough away, everybody. So have fun working on it. It's still available if you know anybody that wants to work on it. We will have them available at World Series of Fenn. If this thing isn't over by then, if anybody wants to buy one, they will be there. So thank you, everybody, for playing. We do appreciate it. It's our first book. We're learning as we go. Sorry again for some of the errors, actually for all the errors, because there shouldn't be any in the book. But
yeah, that's the one. Everything else, it's like we've had a lot of learning lessons, but I don't feel bad about learning as we go. This one, the errors, there's just no excuse for it. So we apologize because, gosh, that sucks that there's more than one. I mean, one for your first book, but there's been a couple. And so, but you guys all have it equally. So, and we apologize, especially if you spent some time on something and it ended up being an error. So.
Well, I don't know if we had any of those, but maybe. I could be wrong. Again, to us, it may not seem like it. They focus on it because they don't know. And yes, that wastes time as well. A lot of people have asked about a PDF or an electronic version. We do not have that for sale. There are AI videos, which we've already given out, and you can watch the book in that way. But no, we never did an ebook or a PDF. Maybe for the next one. We'll see. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Have fun. Good luck if you do go look. Let us know where you're looking. Let us know where you're searching, and we'll do it again next Thursday, I think. We'll see if we have any updates by next Thursday. Okay?
Yeah, and if it does get found, let's end with this. If it does get found and we have been given sufficient information that the proxy has been located and we have enough of a solution that we have a winner, we will go live. We won't wait for days. Right. We need to get all that clarified. Do they want to be public? Don't they? Do they want to present their solution? Do you that sort of thing?
They want to come on the show and explain it. Yeah.
Right. Or they want to be anonymous, whatever that looks like. So
we're going to go live to announce it, but it may give us a week or a little bit for the solution, but there will be a full solution put out. Have no fear.
Yeah. And we don't know yet if we're going to do that. We're going to leave a lot of it up to the finder, and meaning not whether we're going to put a solution out. The entire solution, not just what the finder came up with. I think this would be the most fun in my mind. us bring the finder on and us go through all the different puzzles and hints and clues, and then say, oh, I didn't get that, or yes, I did get that, or, they kind of walk through, but we'll see.
How about those clocks? Anybody solve that yet?
Oh, there's lots of questions about the clocks.
Yeah, I know. Okay, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. If you want to jump in the speakeasy, I'll jump in there. I'm just not going to talk, though. I'll listen in. It's up to you guys.
Oh, he will, just like he said he wasn't giving him.
Not saying anything. All right. We'll see you Monday, guys. Forrest Fenn Treasure Mountain / JCB.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.